Hi, everyone, and welcome to another show of the 13th Dimension. I am your host, Scott, the wee little one, Wilson. I'm just kidding. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. Another Friday night. I'm excited about tonight. Some great guests. I do have an announcement I would like to make. Hi, Irene. Um, this past Saturday, um, I lost a buddy of mine. Um, his name is Scott Little. Um, his brother, Sean Little, works with me for the city of Huntington. And Scott was 53 years old, and he died Saturday evening. I've known Scott since I was a teenager, and believe it or not. I used to break dance, and me and Scott used to break dance together. And then when I got older, he gave me my first two tattoos, which was really awesome. And then we reconnected when we started going to the same church. So on behalf of the 13th Dimension, Sean, Ernie, Todd, Tammy Little, his wife, and the rest of the Little family, we would like to give you guys our sincere prayers and condolences. We are very, very sorry for your loss. So, like I said, I'm excited about tonight. Hi, Dawn. How you doing? Hi, Tammy. How you doing, sweetie? I'm not sure who her Facebook user is, but thank you very much. I do have my co-host here with me. I'm excited to have him back. So let's bring him on.
Hi, Scott.
My man. Hey, brother. How you doing?
I'm actually doing really well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, brother. I am so glad to see you back. Even though I'm not seeing you, I'm just so glad you're back.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want to see this. I mean, not that I look bad. I just don't really like how I look right now, and I don't feel comfortable putting that out. But you know, being able to talk right now, I can come out here anytime.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing, dude. It really is.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
gonna
know
be.
our audience is glad to have you back, dude.
I know they have definitely let me know that, especially last week when I was doing the shows and then the show last night. And it's so very much appreciated. But I am glad to be back, but I'm only back for tonight.
Right.
Yeah, and after tonight, I am going to be stepping back again and letting you, Tim, and Crystal handle everything. But I
Uh,
am just on tonight because we have some very special friends on tonight, and I wanted to be here with them.
yeah, dude. Like I said, I'm excited to have this group on. They are like our sister paranormal team. We've investigated them with them quite a few locations, including Waverly Hills and Crown Point. So,
Yes.
without further ado, if you want, brother, let's bring them on.
Alrighty.
Hello, everybody.
Wow.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Welcome. Shadow Seekers Paranormal. Golly.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Well,
Remarkably good.
Mhm.
Let everybody go at once.
Yeah, like Deanna's like, yeah, we're really good, man. How you doing? That is great.
It'll be better when the cold weather breaks so we can actually get out there and do what we do.
Oh, you can still
Warm
do it.
weather.
Oh, yeah. You just gotta tough it out there in the cold.
I get cold.
Well, then wear extra clothing.
oh, listen, funny story on that one. We were in 1812. We all didn't go at the same time. I show up and I enter where they're at, and I see Amanda standing there in all hunting gear. I mean, she was all camoed out, including the whole hat thing.
Oh.
It was so funny. I was like, Amanda? What are you doing?
Matt made me do it.
It was funny. I wish I'd have taken a picture, but I did not.
Dude, you should have, because I can see it now. Amanda's like, I'm camouflaged. The ghost can't see me. Can you see me now? No. Can you see me now? No.
That's what I was hoping for. I'm like, well, if they can't see me, they can't detect that I am there to, make it obvious, that they're. I can investigate. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now.
The camo don't hide your
I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Poor Corey.
All kinds of crazy.
I feel bad for you, Corey. This is for you.
3 women on a team.
Yeah.
And it's not just 3 women, it's you 3. That's all I gotta say.
Especially the 2 that are sitting right next to him.
I know, right? I mean, the one in the middle, she's probably the roughest one of them all. I'm just saying.
She might be. So I am going to make a prediction that at least one time tonight before we go off the air, Corey is getting smacked.
That usually happens. So I'm gonna just come out and ask the very first question. I want to know how y'all got started. Who came up with the idea? Y'all get together. Who came up with the name? Give it to me.
I got outvoted on the name. Just saying.
We have a democracy. We vote.
I remember hearing that story.
So you came up with it, Chrissy? Yeah.
Corey did.
Actually, Chrissy wasn't even a part of us yet when we came up with the name.
Oh.
We had another lady with us.
So this is Corey's brainchild.
Actually, it was me, the other lady that used to be with us, and Corey's.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted Shadow, and then we had to run with that, and it just took forever, and it finally just come up with a name.
Like I said, I got outvoted.
We got the name while we were sitting at Taco Bell.
Okay. So you got outvoted. Amanda, did you have another name that you had in mind?
I had all kinds of ideas, Jeremy. You know me. Like I had a list full of stuff, and it just didn't seem perfect enough to me. I wanted it to be like, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to certain things, and that was one of the things that I was kind of drawn to. I'm like, I want the perfect name so we stand out to represent who we are and what we do.
Well, I will tell you this from experience that you can come up with all kinds of great ideas and put things together, but the hardest thing you will ever do is trying to name it.
Yeah, I agree. When I first came up with my own team, man, I think I thought of 20 different names, and I still come up with the dumbest one. You know?
I thought it would be easy to come up with a name, and that was difficult.
It was.
Yeah, and it really is, because like when I first started, I'm like, man, I had all these different names, and I ended up with like Indiana Apparition Sightings Team, IAST. That's all it said on our shirt, IAST. And I'm like, I mean, it had a good ring to it, but it was just like, well, after my co-founder retired, I'm like, man, I'm changing this name. I'm going to come up with something awesome and dope. And I was like, man, what can I come up with? I'm like, dead people, Flatline Paranormal. I'm like, that's it. That's what I'm naming it. And I did, man. I named it Flatline, and it had all these shirts and everything made. So,
And
but enough of.
It took us a while because we branched off another paranormal team. So yeah.
So how do you do it, Corey? How do you deal with them?
Deal with them?
I mean,
listen. I don't need you to behave.
Well, okay, so here's the thing that I gotta wonder: who is actually dealing with who? Because I have heard some stories about Corey and myself that these three have to deal with. Like for example, I used to think of Chrissy as the speed demon because I've actually ridden in a car with her. Now, ever since then, I have been hearing about Corey and his car.
You know, and that I guess that's my question. And this is for Deanna and Amanda. Who's the worst driver? Is it Chrissy or is it Corey? Be honest. Because I heard Chrissy
Either
sucks.
one are like I would say are worse drivers.
Corey is a fast driver.
Corey
I'll just put it
Corey
that
is a
way.
fast driver.
He is a fast
Okay,
driver.
I got a confession. I asked my daughter today, what's the fastest she's been in a car today? She said 80 mile an hour. I said, fasten your seatbelt. I took her well over a minute. I think she pulled the seat out of her butt. And I got,
That is great.
I just slowed down and to come up over the hill, there was a county cop sitting there. I got so lucky.
Thank you, Clarissa.
Deal with him.
Thank you, Clarissa.
Okay, so
We love you too.
that is leading me to another question. When it comes to getting to a location, who is the more dependable one as far as traveling to it?
Oh boy.
What do you mean by that question?
So, like,
Well,
if I was going to be riding with either one of you two to get to a location, who should I depend on more?
Well, I'll get you there.
Oh, so we're all gonna get there.
There the damn thing.
Lady.
Because Corey and I are going to be racing.
We know what happens to
Deena,
Corey.
Amanda, I'll be riding with one of you.
Scott, careful.
I say you run with me, Jeremy. So
Yes, I
Jeremy's
have.
been
Yes,
with me
I have.
too. Couple
I wasn't
times.
saying anything mean, Corey. I was just insinuating there's objects in the way sometimes.
Yeah, there is. Expensive ones.
Yeah, in which I'm glad at least you're all right, even though it hurt the car.
It was 2 inches of water. Okay, story is we were all on vacation. Chrissy was in front of me. She went through it. My wife went through the water. I went through 2 inches of water and I killed my motor. $14,000 later.
And
That
our
is
clearance
crazy.
have just like the same clearance. So we were so flabbergasted that he didn't make it through.
What it was, the person before me had the car was an idiot and put the air intake in the fender well that we didn't know, and it just sucked the water right in.
Dude, that sucks, man.
Each other's.
But in the end, I got a brand new engine. Insurance.
Yeah, you did.
So I'll take on shadow people.
see a lot of them. Low manifestation or high manifestation. I'm not 100% sure. A lot of time, at least in my opinion, my personal opinion, from what I've seen, they're always really dark, like darker than the blackness that they're in. So I don't know. And also like they're like seem like shadow people, but not only that, but like shadowy misty
Dogs.
stuff. I don't know how to explain it.
Stuff without form.
Stuff without form that moves free floating. So I would say that would be a little bit different as far as like a shadow people. I don't know how to. I don't know how to answer that.
As far as manifestation, probably how often we see them too.
All I know is I have not personally been able to like catch this stuff on film.
I see them quite often.
And we see them. I mean, we see them all the time. So I don't understand how like we have all this high tech equipment, and be looking right at it, right there, and like it doesn't come on film. It aggravates me. It aggravates me.
And for me though, like if I see like a shadow person, I never see it head on. It's usually out of my peripheral,
Right.
and I'll see it and I'll be like,
Right.
like, what the was that? Like, did I just seen that? And I've seen it a couple times. I mean, even I live in an older house. The property that we live on is way over 100 years old, and with the people that it's been a family that's always lived here until we got here. And so every now and again, like I said, out of the corner of my eye, I'll be like, did I see? Yeah, I see you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I see you.
Yeah, I see him.
But that's
Yeah, with me, there's just no mistake. And when I see them, I can see them
Dead on.
directly.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Without getting into it, because just reasons, but I see them directly. So.
Now I know each one of us, even like Jeremy, being on Jeremy's team, we all have our own special gifts or special things that we bring to the team.
Yes.
So I'm just curious what each one of you feel yourself that you bring.
I'm still searching for that, Scott. I'm a jack of all trades. I don't know yet.
Right on.
I don't know. I just get on the investigation. I just roll with it. I rather have less equipment and just, I don't know. I just roll with it. What happens, happens.
I've dealt with some of your equipment.
Yeah, I just want to catch it.
Yeah, I'm the one that's got like thousands of things, and I don't know. We can fill a pickup truck with what all I got, and I still rather just go in and do my thing without it.
Kind of just depends on the location too.
Yeah, that too. But I did just buy crap. What was that called? The tripwire EMF. You know what that is? They just had it on.
Like a string of lights, more like string of
string of EMF. I bought the 32 footer. Reason I got 32 foots to go down stairways, or you can do like a circle and we can sit in the center and see if something comes into us, or a trigger object in the center. So I do like doing experiments though.
I think our energy levels always differ from each other sometimes too. So what one may be feeling, the other one may not, but still, But when we're all on point with almost the same kind of energy level, then it's a different story. And we have been in that place before.
Right.
Yeah.
Brat, what about you?
Since you want to call me a brat.
Scott, you got to be careful because I do believe that Chrissy has the ability to go from screen to screen and smack the fly out of you.
I do. I have
think so.
powers, sir. So I would say that as a team, yes, we all have something to bring to the table. I think we all, I guess, for lack of better terms, all are empaths at some level. We all feel things, see things, can connect to things, but in different ways. If I had to define the team as a whole, I would say Deena is more of our religious divine intervention, I guess. Not that we all don't believe, because we do, but she's more of our strength in that area. Amanda, they love talking to her. I mean, we could be riding in my car and they're talking to her. Not even on an investigation, and they're talking to her. Corey, he has his gifts in that he can sense, see, feel, dream, and connect to all of us as a team. Typically, Corey knows what we as a team are feeling or connecting to. And I guess that's what makes us kind of unique, because even though we all have gifts, when we get together, it's almost as if the gifts feed upon another and makes us stronger as a team.
It does.
That's my opinion.
That's pretty good, man.
We're a strength in the numbers.
Right.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
I don't think we've ever ran from a location quite yet. The only one we backed down from a little bit was at Randolph. That one was just a whole new level for some reason. We had things coming up out of the floor, coming at
Yeah,
us.
that was a little scary.
We actually had a
Going through it.
guest with us that is hardcore. Nothing scares him. I literally watched this man jump straight up off the floor. So that I think that's the only one we've actually kind of we didn't run from it. We stayed there. I mean, we stood our ground quite a bit, but I think that one's the only one we've ever kind of backed
Yeah,
out slowly.
it was like intimidating more than anything, I think.
Yeah,
Because we never really seen anything like come out of floors before. You know, it was kind of like a first for us. It was kind of
Well, nothing's made me ever want to. I don't run from a location. The only thing that's ever unnerved me, I'll just put it that way, is getting my back touched at that gel and Crown Point. I about came out of my skin on that one. And poor Amanda's son thought I was going to turn around and death him because I thought he did it.
Poor Gage.
Poor
Poor
Gage.
Gage.
I had to laugh. I felt terrible laughing at her. She's like, "Gage, you touch me!" And I start busting
I
up
mean,
laughing.
it
Like,
was a
"He's like 10
gigantic
feet
can.
away
I
from
felt
you."
the fingertips.
And I agree with that. The numbers don't matter. It's the people that are with you. And you know, my first investigation with you guys was at Crown Point, and I mean, I got to meet you a little bit, but not a whole lot. But then it was Crown Point,
Love, right?
right?
Was that when we did the meet and greet?
That was where the meet and greet was, and you know, I felt like, you know, I was just new to the team. I felt like I was there at the meet and greet, not for the meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was there to meet everybody. I'm like, okay, and you know, I seen everybody, and I'm like, man, they're like, this is crazy. I'm like, who's that lady over there? Real loud one. She's kind of weird. Yeah, yep, you know, yep. And I ain't like, yep. And I'm like, right on. And well then, you know, I mean, that was a fun night, but then we ended up investigating with you guys again at Crown Point.
Yep.
And that was really fun. That's when I really got to kind of get to know you all. And Corey with his weird whatever computer program that was, and that spirit saying all the dirty, naughty things about me, and
You're just mad because he didn't meet you in the jail cell, sir.
we need to go back soon. You know?
Start booking
But-
in March, right?
Right.
Right. But that for me on a personal level, that's when I finally really got to investigate with you guys and really get to know you and see how everything has come together. And as a team, you guys are amazing. You really are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember the first time I investigated, at least with Coy and Amanda, it was at the Rhodes Hotel. And then, let's see, I think Chrissy, I investigated with her the first time at Crown Point.
Mhm.
And then Deena, I think it was Crown Point as well with you too, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
No?
No, I am
It wasn't
thinking.
at that one.
I'm thinking it was Waverly. Was it Waverly Hills? I'm thinking the first time I investigated with you, Jeremy, was at Waverly
Right.
Okay.
last year. So
Because I know it was kind of staggered with all of you guys, at least.
Right.
Did we go to Waverly first? Or did we go to Crown Point first?
Crown Point.
Yeah, then we went to Crown Point.
I wasn't
See,
there.
the first time Deena went to Crown Point was like what, 6 months ago?
Yeah, that's first time I ever been there is when Tim invited us.
Right.
Okay.
She didn't go to the meet and greet or the one that we were invited to by you guys afterwards.
No, life got in the way, so I couldn't attend any of those. I wanted to, but
Got the viewer question. What was your first? You said your first investigation. Where was that? And how did
Yeah.
that?
Oh, and David is asking what are your all's most fun experiences for bloopers. I want to start off. I want to start off.
one of those everywhere we go.
Always Amanda.
I
Always me.
want to start off on this one because this one here involves Amanda.
Which one should I talk about first?
Yeah, this is when we were at Crown Point, and traffic and parking was terrible. There was a whole bunch of us that parked behind the building, and Amanda and I have found 2 parking spaces, and we both ran to our respective cars. Now, keep in mind, I am like twice her size. Okay, I am twice her size, so you would think that she would be able to outrun me. She did not.
There was a guardrail in a big, big puddle.
No excuses, Amanda.
I gave you a head start.
Oh no, you didn't. But still, that was such a fun night. Not just that, but the whole thing. It was a fun night.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Doing that with her, and also doing the little jump scare on Chrissy at the beginning of the night. She was not expecting it at all, but I snuck up behind her. She did not hear me, and I just lightly brushed the back of her neck with my finger, and I thought she was going to jump 20 feet.
I did.
I think she thought she was
turned
gonna see
around and I
Jesus or
gave you a
something
hug.
like it.
Yeah.
You did the same crap to me at 1812, sir.
I tried to. You caught me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so far I have not. So far I have not been able to do anything to Corey or Deena yet,
Well,
and I do emphasize yet.
well, you know the funniest thing I can see. We were at a house here in Wabash investigating it. We were in the living room. This involved me, Corey, and Amanda.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I was standing by the window, and the light, the outside light from the pole was shining through that window. Well, it was casting my shadow on the back of the wall from that living room. And Amanda seen that. She jumps. The Corey's spinning around, grabbing his gun. Thing's carrying. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with you guys? That was my shadow.
No, that was the taser.
Oh boy.
The taser, I thought you had a gun. But anyways, he was
Well, I
getting
had
ready
the
to
gun,
pull
So
it.
too.
you
And
had the gun.
he thought somebody was coming in. And Amanda thought she was seeing a shadow. And
It was
Yeah.
creepy. I just all of a sudden seen it and I was like, ah!
yeah, there's kind of like bloopers that go with every
It's,
investigation
every-
place that we go.
Yeah,
to.
every investigation there's always something.
Listen, as a team, there's never a dull moment when
Right.
we're together investigating.
That's
For
right.
sure.
There's not.
Especially if you
Well,
lose facts.
That's good. That is really good.
Honestly, Eileen, as a team, I think we were in sync from day one.
They won,
We
yeah.
were. We were.
Day one. And it's funny because Corey can take one of us to an area and we'll pick up on stuff and we'll tell him what we're picking up. Then he'll take another one. The other one picks up the same thing and we're not even together.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
right.
mean, we're always in sync and we don't even have to be together at the moment.
We don't.
One of my favorite things to do on an investigation, especially the Monroe House, I picked one of the team members to go do an EVP at the end of the night. And for whatever reason, the EVPs are just like class A every time almost.
And that's amazing, man. That is amazing. It really is.
It takes me all night to just kind of fill everybody out on the team. But when I pick it up, they're the ones that go.
Right.
You know, I've never been in Monroe House. Surprisingly.
Oh, well, we're going.
It's never been the same
We're gonna go.
investigation.
We're gonna go.
I'm down. I'll go anytime you guys want to.
All right, Scotty.
So there's nobody on your team who is basically designated to bait.
No, and do not put that in anybody's thought process, sir.
Too late.
No, Jeremy.
No,
Wait a
we're-
minute. Who's the designated bait person on our team?
You are.
You are
Son
Scott.
of a. Oh, it's a little guy thing, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
I see how
I would
y'all
say
are.
if anything, it's probably
God,
me.
you're the one who's always
Unless
volunteering to be
Steve
the
is with us.
Actually, we do use Amanda a lot.
They
for
do use
different
me a
things.
lot, yeah.
Spirit boxes, I'm 50-50 on them. I've actually taken the antenna stuff out, so that way it's more pure when something comes through. I'm just 50-50 on those.
I like the spirit boxes. I've got intelligent responses from those.
Yeah, on the spirit box on our team, definitely Deena. She's always gets it.
I like the spirit box. You know, even though I've been in the field a while, coming back out of retirement just a couple of years ago, I feel like basically a new paranormal investigator. So I'm still trying to get used to all the equipment. I like it. I'm still trying to figure out how, in my own mind, how I can debunk certain things that deal
Right.
with it. But for like my SB7, I actually like it. A little loud for me. It is a little loud. I wish there wasn't so much squelch, I guess I want to say.
Yeah.
But other than that, I do like it.
Are you talking about the white noise, Scotty?
Well, just how it sweeps through all the channels and
Yeah.
it I don't know. Sometimes it's just, for me, it's so loud it becomes annoying.
It does become annoying after a while. It really does. You gotta
Jesse on These Ghosts created one that doesn't do that.
Who?
It's that out. Jesse on These Ghosts, I believe.
All right, I'll have
Check
to
out
check
his
it out.
website.
Okay, favorite piece of equipment.
For me, I'm gonna say probably the Phasma box, which you were talking about earlier.
Right,
I
that is a pretty
I
good
know
one.
it's just like an app, but there's just something about that. It's just so accurate sometimes. I can't explain it. It's like Chrissy gave her name, her job, and just some other stuff. I mean, well, all of us have done it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it is about the Phasma box. I have done a solo out at a cemetery. For some reason, the name Sarah always comes to me wherever we're at. Well, I basically asked it to lead me to a grave site of Sarah, and it actually did it. It told me where to go, and I found it. So I don't know what it is about that app. Sometimes it's just way off, but more times it's just there.
You know, and I have to comment on that because when you use that app at Crown Point, I was like, okay, you know, and like I said, this is the first time I'm actually that I got to investigate with you guys. I'm like, okay, he's using a computer app. But at the meet and greet, if anybody listened to the spirit box session that Ricky had with a certain spirit there, and how it talked about me and where I needed to go and just all that dirty, filthy language. Well, then when you guys showed up for the next time and you use that app, it did the same thing. It still talked about the same thing, and I'm like, holy cow! So once you told me what that was, I actually came home and I actually got it as well on my computer, except now my computer's junk, so I have an app on there that I can't use.
I think our next one as a team as a whole is the EDI. Chrissy, me and you had, where was we at? The Blind Tiger, remember that in the basement?
Yeah. We got intelligent responses and for just about every question that I asked.
Speaking of the Blind Tiger, do you know if they are still open for investigations?
At this time, I don't know. I think she's still on hold for a while. Last I talked to her, she was still on hold for a while.
Okay.
That is an amazing place to investigate, though.
It is.
A lot of stuff.
I like the Blind Tiger because it's new. We were actually the second team to be able to go in, and that was freaking awesome. But it's just not over investigated. It's still pure, and I like it. I love it there. It's a small place, but it's perfect.
Okay, so for all four of you, what is your absolute favorite place to go to?
Mine's residential's if you want the truth.
I like cemeteries.
I got
I'm
some
kind of
new
a
ones.
weird girl. I like cemeteries.
Okay, Amanda, so with cemeteries, is that with or without the whistle?
Well, during the daytime, I don't worry about the whistle.
Tell the story. Tell the story, Amanda.
Hey, I like the abandoned building places because, especially when you can pack so much history into a place, then all that sudden that history's coming to life for you while you're investigating. That's me.
I guess I don't really have a favorite. I mean, if I get activity, I like it.
That's it. That's okay.
Oh my god! I don't
Yeah.
have a favorite spot. I do want to go to Gettysburg, and I have wanted to go there for a very long time. And I want to go
That's a road
to
trip.
Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Okay,
We have a
since you,
bucket
you
list
said
now,
that,
So
what is y'all's top place to go? And I don't just mean like United States. I mean, where is that one place that you would like in a heartbeat?
Alcatraz. You mean like to go, like bucket list stuff, or
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, Alcatraz? I'd love to go to Alcatraz.
Me too.
Honestly, I want to go to St. Augustine Lighthouse down in Florida.
That's where I want to go, Deena.
I just
Awesome.
want to go out west and do like that movie or the show Ghost Mines or something. Go do a mine or something.
Oh,
Mine, yeah, that would be
Like
pretty
That
cool.
with Tommy knockers.
Yeah, just anywhere really out west, like the old west, anything like that would be cool to me.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of mines out there that people investigate out west.
See, for me, I want to go east, and when I say east, I mean far east. I want to go to Suicide Forest. I think that would be
Japan.
the one chance that would probably be it, just to see, because it just interests me how that they say you walk in and there's complete silence. There's absolutely no noise whatsoever.
There we go, Scotty. Call me. I'll go with you.
See, that's what I'm talking about, brother. But you ain't driving. I'm just saying you ain't driving.
It's
Yeah,
not.
that'd be a little difficult.
How's you gonna drive there?
It don't matter,
You gonna drive across the ocean? Get it together.
dude. If we could put
Actually,
trains, and
Chrissy, from
automobiles,
the stories
baby.
that I've heard about you and Coy, you guys should probably take a car and just drive right across the water.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Exactly.
Marcus,
I'm not replacing my engine.
I guess the Bell Mansion was fun, and we definitely want to check that out.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Bell Mansion. I think we all need to hit that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know who he's saying this to, but sorry about last night, brother.
What happened last
And for me, it's a bit different. I see dead people. I don't know who the Facebook user is. So they also said they would love to go to Morocco. That would be pretty cool. Yes, I see my doggy.
Okay, I'm going to be honest on that one. I don't know any stories that's come out of Morocco.
I have a
No,
friend
but-
that lives there in December, so I could probably find out.
Yeah.
I say let's Google it because I offhand I don't recall any.
Right.
Listen,
And-
I like the research stuff, so that'll be something to check out.
Well, with as much time as I have on my hands right now, you would think that I would be doing. She got you home just. Okay, Eileen, you got a point there.
What'd she say?
This.
Yes, I did, sir.
Oh.
I sure did. And I got you to the Walmart, and I got you to the drugstore. I got you to a lot of places. And
She
you
did.
live.
She
And
did.
you never get a concussion like Corey did when I hit that speed bump going 60.
Oh, good God.
Oh, jeez.
We
And
were
I'm
at
like,
Waverly.
car for that.
I have never been in a minivan that went airborne. I'm just saying.
It was
You
a
did
Dodge
what?
one. It was a Dodge Journey.
And we went freaking airborne.
And Scott Smith has the video. He was
In a
following.
minivan. Wow.
Scott, yeah, like she said, Scott Smith was behind us, and he got it on dash cam of the minivan going airborne.
Yeah, that's when you guys hit that speed bump down there in Louisville or whatever, right?
Yep.
I
I'm so
remember hearing
sorry.
the story about that.
I had to see the footage.
You know, and I missed it. I cannot believe I missed it.
You were at Waverly.
I was, and I'm like, no,
It
you
was
did
night
what?
one at Waverly, so we all went out. Who didn't go on night one? Oh, it was funny though. It was funny.
I'll have to give Chrissy as the fastest driver out of us two. We raced a Corvette and smoked it. In
Wow.
Illinois.
And the fact that Tammy's on here and says we were behind you and it was hilarious. That is the best.
Oh, I love you, Tammy. Waffle House girl, Waffle House.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Waffle House. I hate Waffle House. No offense to y'all.
you know, it was an experience. Let me tell you.
You know, but Waverly was such a good time with you guys. It really was. And I'll still bring up, since Tammy's on here, Scott Smith scaring my son Aiden. Man, I wish y'all could have seen that dude. His reaction, man. I mean,
The
I
video
didn't know.
in that chat, Scotty. Save
Yeah,
the video.
Oh, I got the video, which is crazy because I never knew my son was like Kung Fu Panda. He was like, whoa. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
That was
That is still one of the best videos I have ever seen.
And I'm just like, man.
Funny.
And you know, speaking of Waverly, I cannot let Waverly go without bringing up this story. And this one here involves myself, Corey, and Amanda's son Gabe. We were all walking down the outside corridor on the second floor, and Corey was just taking random pictures and taking a look. He wasn't really aiming at any particular thing. He was just snap, snap, snap. And one of them, we were in the first wing of the building, and there was something that was peering out from behind the corner. The corner pillar before you go into the next corridor, and we were like, "Oh my God, what the hell is this?" So I took off. When I got to that particular pillar, there was something halfway down the second wing that ran through one of those rooms, and it looked like an actual human. But it was too dark to be able to make out who it might have been. So I took off to the room that was right next to me to try to head it off in the inside hallway, and there was nothing there and nobody around.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'll try something, Jeremy. I don't know if this will come up on the camera, but I have that picture, the very first picture that we got that you're talking about.
If you send it,
I'll try and see if this goes up on camera.
Oh, it's kind of blurry.
Yeah, it's kind of, well.
Corey, if you send it to Jeremy, he can share it on the screen so everybody can see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Oops, sorry about
No,
Dave,
you're not.
I don't. Well,
Yes. Deena, you got scratched. It.
Well, I don't consider being scratched
That's not
being
really
attacked.
I wouldn't consider that attack.
Now, I have come close to being attacked at the Monroe house when I was with Michael Diddy, because we were doing an EVP session, and that intensity kept growing when it's just, when you're about ready to be attacked. And that was there. I don't know if it was because I was calling on Jesus. Don't let this thing come near me. But it was very, very close. Whatever it was in that room was getting angrier, and I knew we were about ready, both of us, I should say, about ready to be attacked. But not real too physically.
I don't think I would had any experiences where I felt like I was actually attacked. No, I have been scratched. Huh?
It's got squeezed and you had something.
What, Corey,
I
that
sent
you
you
have been
3
attacked.
pictures, Jeremy.
Yeah,
Well,
I got all three.
there was something that kind of came over me at the Monroe house one time, to where I was like, I don't even know how to explain. I don't know. I want to say it was like possession or anything, because that's used way too much. I just felt like I was having like a feeling that I wasn't myself, and I had to like get. We were on. What room was that? The Ouija board room was in, or the doll room? I forget which. We were upstairs in one of the rooms upstairs, and all of a sudden I had like this overwhelming feeling. I had to go downstairs into that front porch area. There's something underneath the floor. So I'm just hauling ass, like not even thinking about just hauling ass to go. And I get out there and I'm like, I don't know where I'm supposed to look, but I know that there's something there that I'm supposed to find. And the backstory to that is the very first time I ever went to, excuse me, the very first time I ever went to the Monroe house, I was doing like an outside sweep of like the perimeter around the house and stuff. And I got to like that part of the house, like where that front porch is at. Now, mind you, it's like all blocked off to where like you can't see inside and stuff like that. And I hear furniture moving inside. Like you can hear it scraping like the floor. And I'm like, what the hell? You know? There, and I, of course, you know, I didn't think there's any furniture in there or anything like that. We come to find out there's nothing in that room at that time. So like that night after I got home and stuff, I was actually having dreams about being in the Monroe house again and furniture pushing up against me. And I had weird dreams for about a week after my first investigation at the Monroe house.
A lot of people get dreams at the Monroe house. I don't know why. Place is weird.
It affects you.
So yeah, as far as being like actually attacked, I would say, me personally, I would not consider myself ever being actually attacked, because I was never physically harmed with anything. Like I said, I've been scratched, I've been touched, but nothing that's made me feel like I was physically attacked. I've been scared a little bit, but
I just got all the pictures. But Amanda, didn't you get scratched at the baby's house? I'm sorry if you had already mentioned it, but I was looking at the pictures from Corey. But remember when you and I were in the basement at the baby's house and you had some scratches on your shoulder?
yeah, actually, I did. Yeah, I did actually. Now I think about it. So I guess I've been scratched twice at 2 different
Yeah,
locations.
because she had
First
me
time was
take a
at the
picture
Monroe
of
house.
that.
Yeah.
I was even looking at that on my computer earlier
Yeah.
today.
Which is odd because, like I said, being in this field for a while, until I went to the Davies house, I'd never had anything happen to me. But I too have been scratched at the Davies house, which is really odd.
I was very skeptic first time ever going to the Davies house, but more I went there, just weird things have happened there. I think my last trip there, I can't remember who I went with, but I was doing a solo in the one upstairs room. Everybody else was in the other. Something was mocking my voice and a female voice. Everybody in the other room heard it, but I was sitting there quiet by myself. I mean, that place is weird.
It is. The only other thing I can think of from myself, and I know these questions are for you guys, but I like being part of it, so.
That's okay.
Um,
We'll share.
was Waverly. I wasn't physically attacked. Spiritually, I was attacked, which had been my very first time. I did not know how to take it. Down in that lobby room, doing that podcast, or that live with Howard on the other end, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I walked out and I puked, and Chrissy was standing there, and I started to walk back up to the command center, and she gave me a hug. And at the time, I just thought, okay, she's just feeling bad. She felt bad for me, but now I know what she was trying to do. She was taking whatever negative energy that was attacking me and trying either to get rid of it or bring it onto herself. And I realize that now. So she was my savior that night, because that'd been my first time. So
yeah, she's pretty special in that regard.
I know, right?
I try.
We're always holding hands or locking arms or something, like
We are.
because we know what's up.
Powers and numbers.
I did gotta jump to another question. There was none of us on our team. I think it was Mississippi. We've never been down that way.
Oh, Mississippi? Yeah, from Eileen.
Yeah, and then there's another question I want to hit on super quick. It says about demonic, if they're demonic. My opinion, I don't think we've ever dealt with anything demonic, maybe an angry spirit. And a lot of people, I believe, are like, oh, it's demonic. No, I think you're dealing with just an angry spirit. If you're just getting poked and bugged all the time, you're going to get pretty ticked off after a while. That's my opinion. Like, if you get scratched, I think sometimes it's just
trying to get your attention.
yeah, trying to get your attention. And maybe the only way they know how to get your attention. I've been scratched at, where was Randolph? I felt it. Then we videoed it, and then we literally watched the scratch come.
We all that was nuts.
So, well, what would you say was crawling on the wall in the ceiling at Randolph, though, Corey? Because I wouldn't say that that's just a spirit.
I still don't think it was demonic.
I'm not saying it was demonic, but I for sure wouldn't say that it was an angry spirit at all.
Maybe malevolent?
I don't have an explanation for it. I would really need to, the way that night went, I would almost have to experience it again. I know it sounds nuts what we went through, but I have to go through it again. And you always keep me grounded, Chrissy, because I always want to push it.
I do ground him. Yes, I do.
Since we already been through it, I think I would want to go to the next, go to it, and then try and figure it out.
Well, the only thing with that is that particular thing wasn't seen until the numbers diminished. So the less people that we had, the more it showed itself. We had other stuff happen throughout the night, but it wasn't that.
Okay, now when I was solo going through the building at the end, I don't want to deal with that again. That one scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess going back to somebody asked if we ran. That's the first time I ever ran because I was by myself. And what happened has never happened to me before, and that's what scared the crap out of me. And it knew it scared me, and I ran. Well, a very fast pace, I should say.
Yeah, because we were at Randolph County Asylum, and Corey was doing the last check of the night, and there's the women's side, men's side. You went down the men's side, right? That's the door you exited, right, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was sitting at the desk there, so both doors were behind me. As soon as the door shut, I heard somebody say, "Chrissy, open the door." Well, it was Corey's voice. And I said, "Corey?" And it said, "Chrissy, open the door." And I said, "Corey." And it said it again. And I'm like, "Corey, if that's you, answer me." And I didn't hear nothing. Well, it wasn't 10 seconds later, Corey came busting through the women's side door, white as a ghost. When he was walking down those halls, and mind you, this was like 7:45 in the morning. It was broad daylight. And these halls have windows that bring in light. He was walking down the halls and it went completely black, and it's daytime. So, yeah, we beat it out of there real quick.
Well, when we were waiting, somebody was taking a nap because they had a really long drive. I was sitting on the stairway. Chrissy was sitting at the desk, and something I can't remember what it said. It said something from upstairs. Remember that?
Yeah, Rachel was sleeping, right?
When you hollered at me and said you are not going up there.
It said, "Come back up here, Corey," and it was where we had all that experiences with Diddy.
Yeah.
I said, "You're not going back up there. We're not doing that."
And this
Because
is
whatever it was up there was a wall crawler, and it could come through the floor, and it did come down through the floor, up through the floor, and up through my arm. My arm felt like it was on fire. We were done.
Yeah, what she was talking about when I was going through the halls, I went through that door. When I got to the very end of the hallway, that's where I was isolated. And I knew I was isolated. And that's one thing, I just felt it. Something wasn't right. So I thought, okay, I'm still going to still do my check. So then when I started coming down the women's side, I heard it behind me. I could feel it, but I couldn't see it. And daytime turned into night. I mean, it went pitch black in that hall, and that's what scared the crap out of me because I never experienced anything like that. So the further I got down the hall, the darker it got. I actually turned my flashlight on, and whatever was behind me was right on my heels, and I went boom right through that door. And that's when, yeah, I don't know what it was. I never experienced that before.
Are you a Facebook user?
I have never seen Corey scared until that moment. And he was as white as a goat. But I
Night,
knew
David.
his voice because he would have answered me back and not just said the same question. So whatever it was mimicking his voice, and it wanted me to go through that doorway too. I wasn't doing it.
That same hallway, come think about it, that same exact hallway, the previous team I was with my two other teammates. When we were at that very end where I had that one experience where I felt isolated, we actually had something screaming all three of our ears, and that gave us all three the heebie-jeebies. And we ended up coming the same path I went, and something followed us all the way down that hall like it did me. So I guess that was the second experience I had there. It kind of, whatever hollered in our ears that night, it was so loud it echoed the hallways. It was that loud.
Well, and that was the same night that something was mimicking Deena.
Yep.
Deena wasn't even on that floor with us, but Diddy and I
was trying to follow it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were actually on Facebook Live.
Yeah, we were doing
And the people on Facebook Live actually seen Deena, and she wasn't even there. Well, at another part of the building.
Like downstairs or something.
You know, the only experience I ever had at Randolph was taking a nap upstairs. I ain't gonna lie. I was out, dude. But I mean, me in the huge attic back there where the minister or sheriff or whatever where he used to be. Now, me, Tim, and Crystal and Aiden were in there, and Tim's on right now. And Tim, didn't we have a couple things go on, some knocking and stuff while we were up there? But we had a lot of people there that night. There was about 25 of us, I think. So it was really hard just to investigate
That's why I like
without there being so much different noises and stuff. So, but I like Randolph. I love the history behind it. That's another place we need to go again.
Yeah, one thing, I like the small groups, but unfortunately the price of some of these places, you got to have larger groups. It drives me nuts, but I work through it. Mm-hmm. But I'm just the type, I just like small group, it's less contamination, and you just do your thing.
Oh, absolutely. So I told you I was going to ask you this, Corey, since we both have something in common. I work for the city of Huntington. I used to drive trash truck for city of Huntington, and used one arm's been on the back of a 3-man. I've seen some weird stuff, and brother, I've got to ask you, what is the weirdest thing you've ever seen? I think I got you beat.
Dead body.
What is it?
A dead body.
Buddy?
Dead body.
Dead body.
Okay, never mind. You got me beat. You got me beat.
Dildos flopping around.
Oh my
God.
Oh my God, this is went from a paranormal podcast to rated X.
No, that's the next show, Deena.
Yeah, no, yep, nope. You got me beat.
I gotta tell you this. I found one. It was probably like that long. It was huge.
Oh my Jesus.
Well, I was behind the truck and I had a driver. I threw it. I meant it to just go past the truck, but it hit the mirror and bounced on his lap. That dude picked it up and chased me about a block down the road. He was gonna beat me to death with it.
Dude,
At least I
I've
hope
seen
that's
that.
what he was gonna do with it.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of those. I think the weirdest thing was, we used to get summer help every year, and Wednesday route was always our smallest route. We always used a 3-man, and I had a part-time summer help guy with me. His name was Nick, and we're doing our route, and he opens the lid because, if you're on the back of the 3-man, we always, kind of flip open the lid, see what was in there, close the lid, He flips the lid up and goes, oh, and shuts it real fast. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, you got to see this. And I go over and I flip open the lid. And evidently somebody decided to have a pig roast. So, yeah, on top of all his trash is the pig's head and its feet and its everything but the good meat, And this kid's freaking out. And I'm like, it's just a dead pig, dude. He's like, So I'm over there and I dumped a trash can and this pig's looking up at me out at the back of the hopper. And I'm sitting there with my glove going, wait, with his mouth, right? And Nicholas is like, he's dry heaving and he's starting to gag. And I'm like, what, dude? And you got to have that weird sense of humor because being on trash, you just get numb and used to it after for so long. Yeah. So you definitely got me beat because I ain't never seen nobody.
Okay, so Scott, with that story, I have to ask you: Did the scene from Kindley ever cross your mind with that pig?
Did what?
Did the scene from Carrie ever cross your mind when you came across that pig?
No, but dude, that would have been no. Golly. But like I said, and I'm reading, and then I felt bad, that somebody skinned the pig, and I've seen some bad other animals, but being on the back of it, dude, you've had some of the most comedy stuff ever happen, and not, I'm not talking about the pig, but just things that have happened. I mean, I've watched people get sprayed by chunky milk, and dude, that's funny. I'm sorry, unless it happened to me, that's funny.
I got a quick story for you. I dump containers you see at like nursing homes, hotels, things like that. So I do the front load containers. Well, when I first got started, I'm still kind of inexperienced. Well, you got a camera kind of shines in the hopper. Anyway, I dumped a nursing home. I see something, a leg going like this, and the camera is like, holy crap, I just dumped somebody. So I called my buddy up and said, what do I do? He goes, well, either call the cops or climb up there and make sure it was a body. I was like, crap. So I ended up crawling up there, and this thing moves like this. And I thought, holy crap, I just dumped somebody and they're still alive. That was a damn prosthetic leg. I thought it was a Alzheimer patient trying to escape or something.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to tell you this story because you're going to love this. A good friend of mine, Carrie, for some reason, we always got stuck on the back of the 3-man. I've known Carrie since high school, and she's awesome, but she has a big heart for animals, which I totally get. And we dumped this trash can, and out falls one of those mice glue traps with a mouse on it, and the mouse is still alive. And she's like, oh, look, that mouse is still alive. I'm like, yeah, it is. She goes, well, I got to help it. And I'm like, what? She's like, I got to help it. Well, I guess I never realized Carrie had never seen one of these glue traps. So she grabs it, right? And now it's stuck to her glove. And she's like, what is this? I said, it's a glue trap, dummy. And she's sitting there like this, and she's shaking her hand. And this mouse and this glue trap is just playing it up and down, up and down. And I'm laughing. I'm like, stop it. And, dude, I was hurting so bad. Well, she finally got the glue trap off and the mouse. She's like, that's stupid. So we go up to the next can, and she dumps it, and there's a shredded paper in there. Well, sometimes when you're on the back, you got to push stuff out of the way to make room to dump it again. Yep. She's got the shredded paper, and she's moving it everywhere. And she brings her glove up, and it shredded paper all over her glove, just stuck. And she's trying to get it off, and she's shaking her hand. And I'm like, oh my God, just stop now. This is way too early for it. So yeah, that's my thing. So, anyways, back to the paranormal.
Mice too, huh? Not only bats, but mice.
Yes.
Boy, we're in a world of hurt.
Hey,
Those are
I don't like bats either.
Hey, them bats at Waverly, they're dangerous. I'm going to tell you what. They're in Crown Point, up in the adolescent area,
Yeah.
because it's open up there. You guys deal with that the last time we were up there, and bats just flying
Yeah.
around like you like dodging?
Well, they got windows up there now, though. Like I think they're closed off now. But
Yeah, there's plenty of videos
there was some
with
that
the-
was like flying around in the downstairs though. Last time we were there.
Yeah, there's plenty of videos of us face down, ass up, and
Yeah,
bats swooping over
Swooping
us.
all through it. Oh my God, it was awful.
That's
And
always
I'm
a
down
good
on the
time.
ground too, just like everybody else.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey.
There
Chrissy,
you go.
you're back. Stop the stories.
So,
You should have heard what Scott was saying. I'm just
Oh my
saying.
gosh.
You know what? It's okay.
I guess payback is coming up next. Is that what
Alright.
you're saying?
We're going to probe you in the next show.
You act like I care. So, guys, you know, it's a new year. Got a new thing coming up. Pair Unity. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Mm.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
It's going to be a good time. So, all you guests out there watching, listen up. Would you guys like to talk about Pair Unity?
Corey?
Yeah.
Okay, see you later.
Hang on a sec. I just
Do
got a
it.
message.
Cool.
Okay, I had to read something. I had a cool message.
That's not true, Tim. They can hit you right in the head. I've seen it happen.
Yes, at Waverly.
Who to hit? Who to hit?
Me in the forehead.
I hit my mom straight in the forehead. Bam.
I got hit in the head. Well, we were hiding from you.
I learned
But-
to duck.
You was hiding from me.
We were hiding from Amanda.
Oh, I'm like, why would you hide from me? I'm nice.
I don't know where we were at what, the third floor, fourth floor?
Hello, Tim.
What Tim's with us.
Tim and Tim. And
I almost got hit in the head
all the
with
Facebook users.
a clown point.
Okay,
You
I'm
almost-
right. Okay.
I mean, that when I in that big lobby area at Waverly, when I was walking in that hallway, I had a bat swoop down at me, and it's dark in there, so all you can hear is a whoosh of its wings, and you're trying to duck. So did anybody besides myself hit your head on the side of the wall? Was that just me?
That was just you.
Just me?
Just
Like you try to move and oh yeah, there's the wall. Okay, just want to make sure.
I run into door frames, not walls.
How you doing, Tim? How you doing, brother?
or other people.
My shoulder, like, bam.
Oh, Corey, are you going
I'm
to
real
talk about
comical.
Pair Unity?
Yeah, I'm ready to hit Pair Unity pretty heavy because we're gonna start. We gotta start promoting that pretty heavy.
Listen here, you bald Sasquatch. Okay, listen here, listen. At least I don't hit my head on the framing on the doorways and stuff.
Who's Facebook user? Do we know?
I don't know who this is. I've seen this earlier. This Facebook user keeps hearing voices. Earlier, none of us said leave. So,
None of us said it.
if you can give StreamYard permission, we can see who you are or let us know who you are. I mean,
Corey, do
somebody
you
in this group might be able to get you some help.
What's that?
Say what?
Corey, do you have the date for Pair Unity and do you want to explain what it is? Or
Yeah, it's October 22nd. this will be our 4th year running doing this. It will be at the Peru Fairgrounds. I think it starts at 10. Does that sound about right?
10
Yeah, I
a.m.
believe it's
Yeah,
10.
it's about 10 a.m.
6?
to like 6, something like that, which we'll have on our page if you're following us, and I'm sure people will share it. But okay, basically got started 4 years ago, and we just kind of handed off a certain group to take over. Last year, uh, things had it. This year, it got handed off to us.
To host it.
Yeah, to host it. So it'll be at Rue Fairgrounds in Miami County. Um, it's if you want to set up a table, which you would contact Shadow Seekers Paranormal or anybody really, they can send it to us. Um, it's $25 a table if you want to set up a booth, and then $5 per table after that. Um, Basically, anything that's paranormal, you can set up a booth. We are adding like different vendors for like a variety. It just sells stuff to just kind of help bring people in and things like that.
It doesn't have to be just paranormal, like vendor stuff.
But yeah, we
We're
prefer.
taking in all kind of vendors.
Trying to think. Yeah, we just want a lot of different teams there. We keep it cheap, so it's free to the public to come visit, which we really encourage the public to come.
Yeah, the public is free admission, so
we're working on food vendors, so that way people can eat if they want to. I don't know. It's just a good time. It's a good way to if you're wanting to learn about the paranormal. We all became family. People that come there, that's come every year, we're almost like family now. I've met some long time friends from it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
and we have like a lot of different paranormal groups and teams come, and we learn more about who they are and what kind of stuff they do, and like, yeah.
I know it's kind of we're not really into the detail, but it's just we keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like these big paracons, it's always drama and stuff. It seems like here lately, but for us, it's fun. We have a good time. We just mingle
with everybody, and
we all get together afterwards, and they all, like, I couldn't last year, but they all went out to dinner together. They met up at different locations, and it's just a good time to come to it. Like I said, we'll have more detail on our page here really, really soon.
Katie, it's called Para-Unity.
Yeah, just plain simple Para-Unity. That's all we call it.
Jeremy will have it up on Things Network. We'll also promote it on Shadow Seekers Paranormal. There are a lot of teams that will promote it, some of which that'll be there, and others that are just, friends that we've made that may not be able to come or participate, but they still promote the event for us.
And friends we're going to have in the future too. Like, we meet all kinds of different people and different teams, and a lot of teams come from like far away too.
We had Ohio.
Yeah, they have.
Michigan,
Indiana.
And it's just a one-day event this year. We have two buildings.
I personally have a lot of fun with everybody out there, so I look forward to it every year.
Yeah, I didn't get to go last year. I'm sorry.
Somebody promoted Para-Unity as a joke. Not really. It's who you hang out with, how you deal with yourself.
It is.
Scotty, check.
Oh, well.
Some groups may bring the drama with them, but this group does not. Neither, a bunch of us really do get along.
Yeah, we do.
It's not about promotion. It's about helping. Oh, I agree. It's about helping, but we still get together. It's like it's like family. I
Right.
mean, Jeremy, Scott, they're like family to us now. So I mean,
Yes.
It's not like we don't hang out like after the fact, or like we're in each other's lives, regardless whether it's paranormal or go to each other's for a barbecue or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
To each their own, I guess. So I feel that way, bro.
yeah.
But that's your mind and that's your way you think, not us. I like pair unity. I like helping other teams. I like helping other people. So
Well, and
Exactly.
here's
That's what it's all about. Is that's why we're here. That's why we do these shows so that we can work with each other and collaborate later on.
well, and that's what I was just going to say. So to add on to what Jeremy just said, when there's a problem, geographically, we have a huge network of paranormal investigators who we may be 200 miles away from somebody that needs help, but they still reach out to us. So then we go to the network of friends that we have met and collaborate with and talk to on a regular basis. And we say, hey, are you close enough that you can reach out to this family? Can you help with this? So that is para-unity to me.
Yes.
and I get that. I'm assuming your name is Ryan.
It is.
I get that, right?
Ryan Privy.
And and I understand that, just like in any other thing, just like a job, there's people and teams. We're not going to get along. That's just society, and that's a simple fact. But it doesn't mean we still can't at least try. We have to try.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I first started, there was no helping other teams. There really wasn't. And I've been in this field for almost 14 years. Well, 14 years. And there was no helping other teams because every team wanted to get out there. They wanted to get their name out there because we didn't have all these different huge locations. When I started out, it was about getting into residentials.
Mhm.
It really was. Very seldomly did you hear of these big places until ghost hunters started coming out with Brian or Grant and Jason.
Right.
And then they started getting these big places, and that's when people were slowly starting to get out there. But now, if we can communicate, like Chrissy said, with another team, to go to a location to help some people out that's 200 miles away, then we're helping each other, and that's just what it is.
Right.
Okay, Ryan. So what you're saying with that, those that preach the prayer unity but they don't practice it. So what that's telling me is that you are running across people who have been like that. So basically, you just haven't really made the right type of connections with the people that a lot of us have been fortunate to make. If you want to be a part of something where people do work together, come talk to us.
Yeah,
We will
absolutely.
help you out. We will help you make the kind of connections. We'll do what we can so that you can have those positive experiences.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But just because you run into a few bad apples, don't let that soil your entire outlook on the field.
Not to mention, like, para-unity is like, at least in my opinion, excuse me, it's setting your differences aside to do the right thing for everybody.
Right.
Like you got the drama over here. You set your stuff aside to get the job done to help these residential I can't talk residential people.
We're any place.
Any place that calls you.
No, not, absolutely. It's just like a regular job.
Yeah, it's more or less a common courtesy of being a human being.
Right.
Like everybody has a common ground. People have boundaries. If someone steps across that, you either talk it out or you don't. It doesn't mean everybody's on that specific team or that network is bad, and you know, I think it just maybe parent unity does get like thrown around a little loosely, maybe, if people get burned. And so, like, they just have like a bad concept of what our parent unity, like how we have it, you know.
Well,
You know,
and here's the thing: you make the best of the situation that you're in. Because I also see that you said that you avoid Paracon. We went to DeadCon. Everybody that you're seeing in this live feed was at the DeadCon in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Were there bad things there? Sure. But was it an overall good experience for us? Absolutely. We got to see people that we don't see face to face. We see them on podcasts. We talk to them on phone calls. We may even just be friends and chat on Facebook. We got to see them face to face and connect with them. We got to spend time with them where we don't normally or wouldn't normally get to do that. So you make the best out of the situation that you're in. And if you have a positive attitude for those that you're around, then maybe you'll set the example and maybe it'll be a better experience. Just food for thought.
you know,
Positive attitude has a lot to do with it, and it also, and another thing that that most people tend to overlook is how genuine people are.
And it does get thrown a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. If I was to seen Zach Baggins, I'd be like, listen, dude, I think you're a douchebag. I think you're bad. Like, I think you give the paranormal a bad rap, and I hope you get anal probed by an alien with
Well, now wait a minute. That's the next.
oh, my bad.
That is not para-unity, sir.
I hope you.
But I would still investigate with him.
My bad.
I would still want to investigate with him now.
Hey, listen. I'm sorry, it's an alien.
Just to do it.
An incubus. I hope you meet an incubus with a longer dingaling, and yeah. But you know what? But I also still have to give it to Zach Baggins, because just like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures made a lot of headway to open up for us guys. And you know what? And Aaron Goodwin, I love that dude, man. That dude cracks me up. That is my dude. Nick Groff, I love Nick Groff when he was on it. I liked Zach in the beginning, but I think Zach's head has gotten way too big, and he's full of himself. And I'm Darth Vader, and yeah.
You have to remain humble.
And that is an issue that we do have in this field where people, it does get to their head. And the thing is, I can't exactly blame them for that, because it is so easy for that to happen.
It can.
And you can say I don't have para-unity, but I'm not going to turn my back on somebody to not help them.
Yeah.
Just because I don't. Just because I may not like Zach Baggins. If that dude come and ask me, and which would never happen, but if he asks me for help, I'm going to help him.
Yeah.
Right.
It's called respect and integrity. Just because I don't like somebody doesn't mean I'm going to go out there and just, because I do believe in helping people.
Yeah.
I'd be the same way. The guy sickens me.
I still want to investigate with him. Just to have the experience to do it, because I like to investigate with different people to see how they work.
I'm on TV now, bro.
You learn some things.
I'm on TV now.
You are fan gaga over him. Don't play. Jesus, take the wheel. She loves him. Don't let her fool you.
What? I thought I was the paranormal. Oh, okay.
Now the truth comes out. There it is.
Okay. I see now. Say hello to my little friend. Just kidding.
Oh.
People want to get on TV.
I mean, I would say I pretty much admire anyone that's in this field that has some kind of something to learn from them. You know, like I want to, like I was saying, I don't merely detest anybody. I mean, I may not approve of their ways or what they're doing, but I still want to understand how they're doing their stuff to make the communication and the evidence.
Right. And
Well, but let's face it, some of the shows are for entertainment.
Yeah.
They're not for education. And some of what we see on television is fake.
well, and you know, being a TV series, you have to get ratings to keep that show
Exactly.
going. And that's just the way it is.
Entertainment. It's not education, in my opinion.
Right. And just for any of the other viewers, I know people are probably getting upset with this, Ryan, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, I know we can get rid of him and block him and whatnot, but I want him to be able to talk and say what he likes and doesn't like, you know, because that's what we're about, you know, in a sense. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to shame somebody for having a different outlook or opinion than what I do, because, you know, I'll talk to a dude all day and he can tell me his point of view, and I can give him my perspective, and I think that's what makes this whole thing, you know. Yeah. Anyways, thanks. I love my mug. Thanks to my homie, Crystal Kohler. I appreciate it with my name on it. Now, if you want me to get my other one, I can do that, and you guys might not like that one though. And the echo is bad, but we had 3 guests at one location, so.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I probably couldn't taste it anyway. But.
Wow.
I'm
that
not
was-
going to
Or
ask.
scored a live wire orange flavor Mountain Dew. And I'm
Say what? Orange flavored Mountain Dew? Why
Yeah.
would you even consider it orange flavor? That's normally called live wire.
It
At
is.
least-
It is live wire.
Okay, so don't be knocking live wire if you want, you know. Live wire is actually pretty decent.
I probably couldn't taste it right now anyway. I still haven't got that stuff back yet. Like, it's
Oh.
all, yeah.
I actually worked at Pepsi for 6 years, so. I like Voltage. Voltage is good.
I like it too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that echo is. When I watched your guys' show, whatever it was on the other day, there was an echo there too.
I have been testing it out. I know where the echo is coming from. I put it in the private chat.
Is my echoing now?
Well, what it is, Scott, is okay. It's your earbuds.
Yes, I don't hear it now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone.
It's your earbuds.
Earbuds?
Okay, I took my earbuds out.
An hour and a half to figure that out.
I thought it was Corey. I didn't realize it was me.
Get it together.
I think we were getting the blame for it in the comments. I'm like, well, Shadow Seekers, I think you got it.
You are not new, Scotty.
I don't know if anybody had noticed, but about 10 minutes into the show, I had muted Scott. And that was testing out where the echo was coming from. So I knew 10 minutes into the show that it was coming from him.
Oh.
Why didn't you say, Scotty, take out the earplugs?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know it
Just
was.
trying to be discreet.
I just knew it was coming from his end. I didn't know it was
She does need that.
I agree.
No,
You need that.
So it's because the computer has a mic and then his headphones have a mic. So it's double mic'd. That's why.
I'm not on a computer.
Cell phone has a mic.
Oh, don't do that.
Listen.
That's my word.
You're going to get a shirt, by the way. I don't know if you saw that comment. Yeah, right there.
You're getting through. Crystal, make it happen.
That's in the works, girl. That's in the works. Because the front's going to say listen and the back's going to say get it together.
Or Jesus, take the wheel.
You know, I'm going to have happy little shit like that with these.
So
What'd you
I
say,
apologize.
Catchphrase.
Did I have an echo last week, Chrissy?
You did. I watched it, and you
I
had
think
one.
so.
And ain't nobody told me.
I didn't know where it was coming from. I was listening too. I didn't know where it was coming from.
Oh, y'all suck now.
No, I'm pretty sure I commented there was an echo.
I'm getting my, just for that, I'll be back. I'm getting my other mug.
That's got no-
Okay, so while Scott is doing that, Corey, I got the picture up and ready, the one that you were taking the random pictures of.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I am going to go ahead and hold on. I'm gonna find it. Here we go. Okay, so this is the picture that Corey had taken at Waverly Hills. Oh wow! Yeah, that's looking for
That's
unholy
inappropriate,
trinity.
Scott.
Oh Lord.
Well,
What?
folks, the 13th Dimension is no longer a family-friendly show.
And this is just a mug. I can cover it up. See?
So anyway, this here is the picture that Corey had taken that caused me to run down the corridor to figure out what it was.
Can you zoom in?
I'm gonna try to.
Who did he say?
Yeah, it's kind of dark, but that'd be the very first picture I took that we caught. Something standing along the wall.
Yeah, I see it now.
The original picture is actually a lot more clear.
Now keep in mind there is a chair here, but it only goes like this. Okay.
Right.
That does not explain this.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking at because I can see it now with my bifocals.
No, like
Yeah.
I said, the original pictures are much more clear. As we rounded that corner right there, Jeremy physically seen something dart to the right, I believe, into a room, and he lost it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was where I ran across the room that was right next to me to try to head that off to see who it was or what it was, but it had completely disappeared.
Then there's another picture that I took, and Dennis Pack and all of them, they were just amazed with what was in that picture. It looks like
To get back to work.
the main picture, it looks like a doctor standing there with a stethoscope and all that stuff. And then off to the left, and be in the center would be like the doctor. And then if you look into the left, there's
In
a
that window?
blobby thing standing in the window there on the left, right where you had and other people see things in there, but I really don't see them besides those two. But that picture actually right there went viral. That picture right there actually went worldwide after Ernie and them actually posted it.
Yeah.
Well, in that window where the doors open, what is? Yeah, right there. That is
I call that the doctor.
just amazing pic, bro.
And then
Yeah,
you got
because-
that blobby thing. I wonder if that's the crawl thing that they see. If you can see it on the left there, it just looks like a big blob thing, kind of hanging in the window on the
Right.
left. But other people said they see a little girl and other things. I don't see that besides those two right there.
It's Things Network on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah,
Scotty.
there's Things Network, and there's also 13th Dimension pod on YouTube as well. 13th Dimension. Linda, just so you know.
Let me get to the hey Linda, which page are you on so that I can go ahead and link it and you can click on it from there.
And listen, boss lady, I know you've been away, and I'm sorry. Just kidding.
Okay, here we go.
I'm so dead when she comes back.
Yes, you are.
But that is a really good pick, Corey. Can you guys hear me all right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. I was just reading comments.
That's what I was doing.
Okay, I have also pinned the Things Network to the top of the chats.
You can also try Things Universal, Linda, also on Facebook, or the 13th Dimension page as well on Facebook.
My stomach
I
growling.
know. I hear it.
We're
I
not
mean-
doing all
Corey's
investigation.
demon stomach. Wow.
You guys missed it. I had to bring it back to you.
I did miss.
Also, Linda, if you go into the about section on the Things Universal page, you'll see every link that we have that pertains to our team, whether it's the Things Network, if it's the 13th Dimension. All of the links for that for Facebook and YouTube are on there, and also we have the links for like Clarissa Halo's show. Her information is also on there, and we also have the stuff for Adrienne Hart and her Things team out of Colorado is also on there, and I think I also have Jennifer Lee's information on there as well. So I have tried to make sure that every single link to whatever page that is associated to things is on the Things Universal. What are you doing, Scott?
I have no idea.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Crystal's reminding him of what she's going to do when she comes back officially.
Oh, Scott, you are in so much trouble.
I keep
You are.
hearing it. Wow.
I'm going to help her, Scott.
Okay. I believe that too.
You better believe it.
So, any investigations coming up for the team for you four? Anything?
Actually, March 5th, we're going to be at Whispers Estate.
Corey
Really?
looked at you like, huh? Nope. We do.
I forget everything.
Yes, we have an investigation at Whispers Estates. It'll be
Now,
our
where's
first
that?
time there.
Where's that at?
Mitchell,
Mitchell,
Indiana.
Indiana.
Never
Wherever
heard of
that's at, I don't know.
We don't know where it's at, but we're going.
So Amanda's driving, right?
I'm driving.
We do got some residentials lined up. We just got to get the dates set. I think we got like 4 total, I think.
Right.
Yeah, because the one just every day, man. Every day. Every day.
Yeah, well, we're all getting healthy now.
Yeah, so yeah, we're all getting healthy now. So
That's what I told them. I said, look, everybody has to be 100% back on par, can breathe, and ain't got no fever, and ain't got no Rona, and ain't got no whatever. We all got the healthy.
don't have the diarrhea.
You know, I think you've been hanging around Howard a little bit too much. You starting to talk like him. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
You should.
no.
I'll squash you like a bug. That's right. Quit threatening me with a good time. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
You know
Tim,
it.
listen. It's gonna be the next video that we're gonna do. He's gonna be a TikTok sensation.
No, not like last weekend. No, Mm-mm.
That was awesome, Scott.
no. That's not even right. You said that.
I mean, listen, I sent Scotty this video and I said, I need you to dance like this. What does he do? He does a video and sends it to me. He nailed the dance moves. I mean, he
Well,
could have
Scotty
been.
used to tear up the dance floor at the Heidelberg.
Listen, this is not the Heidelberg. I'm saying he could be a Chippendale dancer. He knew the moves. I'm just saying.
I don't know about Chip and Dale, maybe a chipmunk dancer.
Oh, oh
You know.
goodness.
I mean, there should be like 5 good-looking guys and 1 ugly dude. I should be the ugly dude, like the short, ugly dude.
Oh, you're not.
Oh,
ugly.
now.
And they can have a pole in the middle, and I can at least climb up and down the pole because I can do that.
Well, right now, Scott, I got you beat in that department until I have my cosmetic surgery.
You have me what?
I got you beat in that department until I get my cosmetic surgery.
Jeremy.
You still look amazing.
Jeremy, now quit.
Listen, listen,
No, listen.
listen. Hey, tell him, sis. Tell him.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to get it together. You are just as handsome as you were before the accident. And
Yeah,
if
so
you don't believe me, I'm gonna come over and smack the shit out of you. Sorry.
And I'll bring strawberry Nesquik.
Well, actually, Chrissy, you'll have to be careful because if you do that, you may literally just knock my nose off.
You know what? It serves you right to talk bad about yourself. I'm just saying.
Wow.
Who said I
Well,
was
she knocks your nose
smacking
off, then you get to Cindy Crawford next. So
Who said I was smacking your face? I can smack your arm. God. Scotty got to move like Jagger. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I don't think he shared that video to actual TikTok. It was just.
No, I didn't. No.
I still have it, Scotty.
ooh, blackmail. I know
Lord
where I'm going
Jesus.
after I leave here.
Lord Jesus, I beg you,
Oh,
don't let me drink any more Crown Peach tonight or any night. Just kidding. I'm gonna have some later.
see, now I know what I got to do to get you to do whatever I ask. Give you
Just
your
like
favorite
another
alcohol.
woman. So, Miss alcohol? No. Yes.
Shit, Chrissy, let's go on a butt whooping spree. You dang right, girl. We will head right over to Jeremy's house. We will kick in that door if we have to.
Oh, yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh, wait. I know where his dad lives, and he's got a key.
Speaking of investigation, so I do got to go out to my little brother's house tomorrow. This will be just me. I'm taking my mom along. He bought a shotgun, apparently, and ever since he's brought it home, he's had some activity in his house.
So, do you think that the shotgun has an attachment to it?
I think so, and that's what I was explaining to my mom because she was on the phone with him. I said, sounds like there was an attachment to it, but I don't know exactly what kind of attachment it is, but I know it's knocking on my nephew's door, which is scaring my nephew. I'll just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants us to come out and bless his house, but that may not necessarily get it to go unless the shotgun goes out too.
Right.
So
Do I get to inherit that? Did you ask him yet?
Trent wants to buy it too.
They want to buy somebody to buy a shotgun.
Jack's house.
All these other people have all these haunted objects. I'm like, I can't even go and get one anywhere. I'm like, how do you do that? I want to be able to experiment on something, like.
But I don't think you should. You're the person that needs one.
Why? A shotgun? I know how to shoot.
Have you met yourself?
Well,
we
yeah.
met you. Okay. I'm just saying. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Are you sure about that, Scotty?
Yes, because if she got a shotgun, she's gonna shoot me with it.
That's not true. I'm a good shot.
Listen, Chrissy. What are you doing there, Chrissy?
Oh, well, listen, I was interrupted.
What were you doing?
What?
I know what you're doing.
I did not send that video. I was laughing laughing so hard because Crystal was asking for it, and I was interrupting Deena's story. So I had to go off camera so Amanda would quit saying, "Stop it!"
I knew what she was doing.
You know what she was doing too.
I could read that girl like a book.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, and that's gonna be everywhere.
I have not sent that video anywhere, Scott.
I'm just saying. Well, I'll take possession of a shotgun too. I like my guns. I'm just saying, So there's another buyer for you.
I'm gonna pass that along to him. I'm thinking, I mean, he's like I said, we're going out because he asked me to come, me and my mom, and bless his house. But I told my mom, I said, it ain't necessarily that may not be the case. Because I told her, I said, I can bring salt. Because some way or another, you might have to, that spirit will have to be bind if it's attached to that shotgun.
Well, even if it's attached, I mean, if they just want to get rid of it for a while and I'll give it back to them. I mean, I'm okay with that, like, hey!
I brought my backup in.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Mess around. I got my Sasquatch. Now talk.
Your Sasquatch likes us. Now what?
I do like you guys. I was just gonna say how much I miss hanging out with y'all. We got to get together here real soon and do something together because
yes, we do.
I miss hanging with y'all so much.
We just hope you guys get to feeling better.
Yeah, because that stuff sucks, right? Ugh.
Definitely. How's Crystal?
I think he's froze.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, we just
Did I
lost you, Tim.
freeze?
Yeah, you froze.
Get
Him
the
and Jeremy
flashcards.
him and Jeremy share the same internet.
3 cities away. Okay.
You know what? Surprisingly, I have not had one internet issue these last 2 weeks on all the shows that I have been on. So I don't know how to act with that.
You know why? Because you pull more internet when you're running video, and you're not running the video right now.
But
That's why.
No. The thing is, see, I've always had my phone on airplane mode, my PC off, and I have just my laptop on. And I've always had.
What was that?
She's gonna kill you.
I've always had Wi-Fi issues.
Yeah.
But since I've been back on the shows this week and last week, I have had my laptop with me in my office. My phone is still on regular phone mode, and my PC is on, and I am doing work on my computer on the internet, and I have not had a single issue with my Wi-Fi.
Do you think it's better there in your office
That's
as
good.
opposed to that dining room then?
It could be because I am right next to my router.
That's probably what it was, Jeremy. Was the
It
router.
might be. It might
But
be. But the thing is, I don't want to be when I come back on video. I don't want to be in my office
Why?
because it's not well. I suppose I could, but I'm so used to doing the podcast out there in the dining room that I have labeled the podcast room.
Listen, you can put your dadgum banister up in the office behind you.
Well,
The
I'll have
scorn
to
of a
figure.
woman, huh?
Sam, where'd you go? I'll have to figure that out.
She probably killed him because he showed a picture of her half dead in the bed.
Yeah.
I thought he was walking into
yeah,
the bathroom. It looked like the bathroom.
Yeah, so Tim,
That's not where it started at.
It's been nice knowing you, and it's been nice working with you.
We love you, Tim.
I love you guys.
I didn't do anything, man.
Listen, we're gonna investigate at the funeral. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
right. That's right.
The equipment.
We'll come packing.
Pay our respect.
Probably.
You guys talking about Tim, not me, right? Because I'm going to be alive. I'm just saying.
Well, you didn't show your wife in the bed.
That's right.
Sick.
She's gonna
Yeah.
kill you.
Yeah, he's dead.
And I know that Crystal hadn't. Oh, wait a minute. He's coming back.
I'm not. You let him back in. This one's on you.
Well, technically, Tim can let himself back in. I don't have to do it. You don't.
That's why he's got witnesses.
He's let him back in.
Tim?
Oh,
Are you alive?
And apparently he got kicked out of. He got kicked out of bed.
Ooh,
So-
Tim's in trouble.
Yeah, so somebody's sleeping on the couch tonight.
Probably out in the doghouse.
That's this. I'm gonna,
Well, he does have a couple of dog cages right next to where he's sitting.
I know. I've been in their house.
hi. Now I'm better. I'm on the laptop now, so
yeah. You ain't gonna be alive for long. They're just they're taking bets. They're already taking bets on how long you're gonna live. It ain't looking good.
My money's on Crystal, just saying.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Well, she's stronger than I am anyway.
I believe it.
I know it. This is probably the most I've been able to get out of bed almost all day.
Is she better?
I've been there, buddy.
Is she doing better?
You got the same person.
She's still having the tummy issues, and for me, it's all been sinus.
Okay.
Like this whole part of my face is a little swollen, and I get these horrible migraines from it.
Yeah.
So I'm like every 3 hours, I'm taking something for the headache,
Yeah.
alternating between ibuprofen and Excedrin.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you're feeling a little better.
Well, listen, guys, I have a show that's starting in under 7 minutes, so I'm going to hop off here before I got to get in there. We will send you a link.
I'll be a little late. Give me a few, but I'll
That's
be.
fine. That's fine, but I want to hop off
Oh
here.
Lord, you're gonna be on with them tonight, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm on
Yes,
the
it is.
Unholy Trinity tonight. So
But
Good
thanks for having me
luck.
on 13 Dimensions. My team, I love you. 13 Dimensions, I love you guys.
love
We
you too.
love
Thank
you.
you.
Love
brother.
you too, Chrissy.
Mwah.
Have fun playing Braveheart.
Shut up, Tim.
Oh Lord.
I miss her already.
Oh,
Thank
she's
you.
a nut.
Thank you, Facebook user. Appreciate it. Not
Yes.
sure who you are, but thank you.
Yes.
Have
No,
you tried
I just
baby?
really wanted to come on to say how much we miss you guys and how much we're looking forward to doing something with you guys here soon.
They
Yeah.
are too. I
Yeah.
think a lot of us are itching just to get back out there.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah.
Better late than never, brother.
Kind of late in the season last year, we came upon this graveyard that nobody had found for years, and then it was discovered about 10 years ago, and by some Boy Scouts, and they cleared a path back to it. But there's this little unknown cemetery that's in Huntington County out by Salamone Reservoir.
Uh-huh.
So I am dying to get out there and investigate it.
Thanks, Nick.
I don't think there's a tombstone. I don't think there's a
Better let me
tombstone.
know.
I don't think there's a tombstone in there from the 1900s.
Wow.
Then we got to go, dude. As soon as it gets warm.
It is everything is 1800s.
That's awesome.
Real quick, this kind of a question. Do you think it comes out better like in the weather when it's colder or hotter? Like for like EVPs and stuff. Some people's got an opinion on that. Do you guys?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if cold or hot plays an effect on it. Really, I think temperature can have an effect on activity, but I think more. Oh my gosh, my dogs are going nuts because I'm sitting by the door.
Holy cow. I did not even notice it until Nick has it, but Scott, you have about an inch of hair on your chinny chin chin.
I do. I do. It's not much. It's not much.
It's the only spot he can grow it.
Congratulations.
That's the only way I grow it. Thanks, man. I've been working on this thing for like 3 years, haven't I, Josh?
Oh Lord.
I've been working too, just not growing in better.
Hey, Amanda, testosterone.
Mine just all turns white.
I started No Shave November 4 years ago.
Yeah. Mine's
that's a
just
good
white, so
Well, I'll
That's
tell
a good
you guys this.
question, Corey.
My beard is gone. I've shaved my beard off.
with good understanding why. I mean,
Yeah. So I have like maybe a 5 o'clock shadow, something like that.
but I think I'd like to put that theory to a test, Corey.
Well, out there at like 1812, when it gets cold, we have more activity out
yeah.
there.
We do.
But again, the battle happened in December, so it's kind of closer to the colder. But we've always had better, at least out there, when it's colder out versus when it's summer.
Theoretically.
So
Yeah.
not only that, but the weeds aren't so high and the mosquitoes aren't so bad.
Yeah,
That's
right,
true.
dude.
And I'm in out there with nothing but like a ghillie suit or whatever, so.
Now, I haven't been out there lately, but I heard that they're no longer, I heard it's being patrolled really heavy by police now, and they're kicking people off the battlefield. You guys hear anything about this?
I've heard that, but I don't know yet.
I don't know, possibility, because when me and Corey was out there last, it was in December, wasn't it?
Yeah, you guys went out in December.
Yeah. Of course, we went out there and we were coming back in. There was teenagers, and I think they were higher than kites.
Right.
Going out there and.
Yeah, it seems like anytime we even go out there, you always have somebody wanting to do stupid crap out there. I'm like,
right.
The last time I was out there was the anniversary of the battle, and somebody very close to me was firing shots up in the air. I ended up leaving. I was out there by myself doing a solo, so I made a post about it, just how it's going to ruin it. And next thing I knew, they were putting gates up. Supposedly, I haven't been out there though.
Have any of you guys done the cemeteries for the 1812?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done both cemeteries during the daytime.
We've done both.
I've been trying to learn a little bit of I'm going to butcher this. I believe it's called the Algonquin or something like that language that the Miami spoke.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real long word.
No, I'm having a flashback of language.
If I still have the app, I'll take a screenshot of it and send it to you in Messenger if I still got it. But it translates the Miami Indian language, our language, to there. You just
okay.
They'll say it. So if I still got that app, I'll send it to you in Messenger.
That's awesome, dude.
I've always wanted to go out to the native cemetery out there and the battlegrounds and try to use the language that they spoke to communicate, to see if I could communicate that way.
Yeah,
I've done that app, but like the Phasma box, Scott, when we're out there at 1812, we get a lot of what sounds like Indian language or whatever.
We do.
But of course, we don't know if it is or not, though. But it comes through so much out there, and I really truly believe it is. So, because it's just the way it flows, I'm pretty sure it is.
Just don't have any recorders going.
The thing is, it wasn't just the Miamis up around there. I think it was the Delawares too, Delaware tribe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but I believe they both spoke the same language.
Okay.
That I don't know.
There were a bunch of local tribes around here that all spoke the same language.
We got 30 seconds. I don't know if
Yep.
this.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. So we have to end the show now because Chrissy shows to come on.
Okay.
Stay tuned for Holy Trinity.
Yes.
Thank you guys for being on.
It's a pleasure having you guys on the show. It's always a good time whenever we're hanging out with you, whether if it's on video or in person.
This has been fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Yep.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having
guys.
us.
See ya.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for being on and tuning in. So remember, if it's paranormal or beyond,
we got it covered.
have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
See you all
Bye.
next week.